picking your niches based on ROI and other crucial factors. Now, if you really want to succeed at affiliate marketing, then it's very important that you know what ROI is. Now, I understand that sounds all business-like and maybe more than you wanted to actually listen to, but it's very, very important. And picking the right sort of affiliate program to promote all boils down to that ROI. Now, if you don't know what ROI stands for, it stands for return of investment. When you're looking at your ROI, you have to pay attention to two components. Now, the first one is pretty obvious. Put simply, it's the amount of return you get for everything you invest into it. So for every dollar you put in, how many dollars do you get out? If your ROI is in the negative, this means you're losing money. You want to get it at least breaking even to start with and then into the plus. The second component is ROE. Now this is return on effort, and this means that you should get as much money as possible from each activity you put into your business. Now the reason affiliate marketing is brilliant for return on effort is because most of the time you can do something once and leave it there and it keeps making you money again and again. Now the longer it makes you money, the more return on effort you're getting. So for example, I spent 5 hours putting together an affiliate site and I earned $50. Right now, my ROE is $10 an hour. But I don't have to do anything else to that site from now on. Now it keeps earning me money. Let's be conservative and say $50 a week. Now at the end of the second week, I'm now on an ROE of $20 an hour. At the end of the third week, I'm on an ROE of $30 an hour and so on. The longer it earns money, for me not putting any more work into it, the more ROE I get. Now ROI, return on investment, and ROE, return on effort, are both very important and should come into the factor when it comes to affiliate marketing. But how can you do that? Well, the best way is to put a heavy focus on the commercial value of your niche. By having something with the right commercial value, you're going to always hit those ROI and ROE figures. But how do you make sure you're always hitting them? Well, very simple. All you do to maximize your ROI and your ROE is you need to pick the right niche at the start. Now, a lot of people get this in the wrong order. They often build a business around an affiliate program and then they find out that that niche that they're targeting is just too hard or too saturated or just they don't get that particular niche. So they can't turn a steady profit. Now, if you follow the steps in this video, you'll be able to make sure that you're maximizing your ROI and you're going to spend less time and make more money. Now, here's the niche selection process. Step 1, identify your personal interests. Just think about what's in your head right now, what you're passionate about, and list down all the topics and themes. Ask yourself, if I wasn't getting paid anything to do this, would I still enjoy talking about it? Now, the reason you want to do this is because you don't want to lose passion. And if you choose something that you don't really enjoy talking about or being involved in, then you can run out of this passion really soon. And if that's the case, you're not going to enjoy this. Step number 2 is using Google's own keyword finders to find the commercial value of keywords. Now, to do this, you'll need a Google AdWords account and you'll need to go in the Keyword Planner tool. Now, this tool will tell you the average cost per click of keywords, and this gives you an idea of what people are spending on paid traffic in that particular niche. Now, you're not going to be spending money on paid traffic, or you might do in the future, but for now, we're just finding the commercial intent. Now, don't worry, you don't need to be running ads. You can get a free Google AdWords account and you can use this in there. Now, when you're in there, it will give you an idea of how much people are spending. And you should sort of go for the middle of the road type of thing because you don't want a very, very expensive niche and you don't want a very, very cheap one. They've both got different reasons not to go there. Go for something in the middle range and you'll have the best possible chance of making money in it. This will also mean that if there's people paying for different adverts, and that's what they're telling you in this keyword tool, is that it's commercially attractive. And that means there's going to be affiliate programs that cater to that niche and you'll be able to tap into those to make money. Step number 3 is to find out the actual volume of those searches. Now, the same tool that we've just used to find out the commercial intent will also give us a rough monthly search volume. Now, this will also give us keywords related to that niche so that you can see whether it's actually being searched for. Now, again, go careful with the extremes here. If there's not a lot of traffic, you may not make any money off it. But if there's too much traffic, then they're going to be in high levels of demand and there might be very stiff competition. Especially when first starting out, try and stay in the middle ground. Step number 4, we're going to use Google's search feature. Now, we're using this to find out the competition level. What you want to do, you've just found out some keywords that have got decent search volume and you found out that they've got some commercial intent because people are paying for adverts for them. So now what you need to do is enter all those keywords related to your niche into the Google main search box. Now, once you see the search results, you can tell pretty much straight away whether it's being really targeted by other people. Now, this is a really broad way to find this out, so don't get too worried if they've got a lot of results, but you just need to see whether you think it's going to be a saturated niche or not. Step number 5 in the process of finding a niche is to check your keywords on social media platforms. Now, we're doing this to see whether they're being talked about, to see what the sort of coverage is. If you put your keywords onto social media platforms and look in and see if there's Facebook groups, Twitter accounts, hashtags, all that sort of stuff, and see if people are actually talking about it. Now again, if you see some big names in this particular search, then maybe you want to steer away from it, especially if you're new to this. But the reason you're looking at this is to make sure that people actually care enough to chat about this and make these groups. Now you should pick a niche that's already got a decent amount of interest on social media, because we're going to want to build our website or promote our affiliate links on places on social media that are already into the niche. Step number 6 in this is to use Google Trends. Now we're going to use Google Trends to see that our niche is stable or growing in demand or maybe seasonal. Now what do I mean by this? Well, first of all, this is a crucial step, because if you see the arrow going up or down or flatlining, it's going to tell you how popular this is getting or has become, or whether it was just a fad and it's on its way out. Now with things like Halloween costumes, for example, you should see a big peak around that time of year where they're relevant. This only makes sense. But for anything else, you want to see a steady increase or maybe a plateau at a nice high level. Now, best case scenario is to only focus on niches that are picking up popularity over a longer period of time. This means that they're growing and growing, and that will give you some market stability. Follow these 6 steps and you'll be picking the perfect niche to focus on.